guys, Furphy's Loco here, and today I'm showing off some wooden railway customs along some take and play and adventures customs I've made. Well, let's just get on to me. First off is my wartime black Henry and James, which these two I made, basically those two, the Henry and James from that train show. Yep, they were those models that I just repainted. Like with the other wartime black engines, that being Gordon, Edward, Thomas, and Percy, I've used a silver paint pen to add like the little NW and the number of the engine on. So, yep, also if you can't tell of what that noise is, it's this thing, this heater, which it gets very cold in here during the winter. Yeah, it gets very cold, like. So I just have a heater to help keep me warm while I customize. Also, right here, if you can't tell, with these trucks, why they're right there is because I'm repainting them into troublesome trucks. Mainly because Trackmaster 2, like there are any Trackmaster 2, like there's a couple, but just not like the ones, you know what I mean, like ones that aren't accurate. So if I just have to repaint some of those trucks there, and also right there is a van, a couple of vans I'm working on. Yep, the one with like the gray chassis. I have another one like it downstairs. I was going to replace the wheels and the magnets, because the magnets are kind of weak. And that van up there, basically I just have to repaint the roof. So hopefully I can get those done soon. So, yeah. Next I made is another gunpowder van, which I already own 4 gunpowder vans. And here they are, 4 gunpowder vans. Which I basically, it's that one car I got from that train show. Like another one of those one type of cars I got from the train show, which, like that one type of coach, which it does make, they look just like the gunpowder vans that are made by DePaul. DePaul is a mall train company for those that wonder. So basically I just added the red X on both sides. And now I have 5 gunpowder vans for the World War II series, and hopefully in the future I can make more of them. Yep, I hope to at least make a few of those, so just move those out of the way, and get on to the next 2 customs, which are some vans. Well, a couple vans. Which, if you may not mention, is that, like I mentioned earlier, is that I'm making a World War II Thomas series. And I kind of wanted to make some vans for it. So, this van here was made from the Annie I bought from the trade show, which I want to get a few more things like it, like the similar base for it. That way I can make a few more. So that I can make a few more, or I could just buy knockoffs to turn into this type of van, which I do know knockoffs are bad, but they're the closest thing, mainly just like, most of the time, like, they're like pretty expensive, or like one of these is like $7 or like 7 to 10 on eBay, but on the knockoffs are like about under $5 for two. So I might have to do some modifications to the roofs, like make them like lower to make them look similar to these, like some of the knockoff Annie and Clarables that exist. Which, of the toast knockoffs, the only good part about brands like that, like the only good thing of, well, good, with like this little quotation, anything good thing about them is the rolling stock. Like, almost certain bad Thomas merchandising, like the motorized railway, which I'm only getting the Thomas from that range, and other lower ranges, the trucks are the only good thing most of the times. Like, why I did that quotation with the knockoffs is because knockoffs, which I know they're pretty cheapy, but like, at least they're good for parts. Like for parts for customs. I mean, my custom of Tramway 55 as a Thomas character, which I do plan to redo it, like, I've added some real artists to it, and hopefully I could get them all done soon. Now, the body of Tramway 55 as a Thomas character, like the body, that was made from a knockoff Busy Bee James. Which, it was one I got from a flea market mainly because I wanted another Angry James face, mainly just to put on a Wooden Railway James. So, what I encourage you guys to do is buy a Wooden Railway James and a knockoff Busy as a Bee James. Like, basically buy another James, or if you already own a James, it has to be the new style because for some reason they made the body just a little bigger. Basically, just buy a knockoff Busy Bee James or a knockoff Busy Bee James or the official, which either one works. I prefer using a knockoff, that way you don't ruin something that's rare. And a normal James, like the one that's like probably one that's from like 2005, because the ones of like 2013 models, like around like 2013, those faces are hard to get off. So, just a little tip for those that are wondering, for those that if they want to make another expression for James. So, this fan, basically I painted some doors on, mainly just to make it look. And also there are some bits where I had to touch it up with some paint on this side and other part. And how I did this weathering technique is one of the reasons why my hand, two of my fingers are a bit dirty. Is what I did for this weathering technique was I took some black paint, like dotted it, then wiped it away to give it like this weathered look. Which, for those that want to do weathering, just do what I did. For those that want to make things look dirty, or like things that look weathered, also here's this other van, which this here was made from a birthday boxcar that you could buy, which I'm gonna get a. Here's proof that it was the birthday boxcar. You can see the present, which I know that this is a pretty rare item. The reason I repainted is because I needed a van for my series, like for the World War II series, and this was the only van I had available, like the only good one. Plus, I didn't really like it. Just I don't know, it just didn't look good. And the little press things, like, I might do is paint over, like, get some brown paint, like, paint over them and just probably put some brown squares in there, like, make it look like there's crates in there. So, I didn't really like the birthday box card, just, I don't really know how to describe it, but it just didn't look like an actual, it just didn't look that, it's hard to explain, like, I needed a van for the series, plus the birthday boxcar kind of did stick out. And yeah, I kind of wanted another van. Like, what I'm trying to say is that I needed a van, and this repaint this was the only option. So, yep. And now on to, like, the take-along customs. Let me just put these on, whoops. These on here and just move them out of the way. Next are the custom I made were these take-along / take-and-play red coaches, which the reason I made these because I had a set of, like, 2 sets of Van Clearbell, 1 set in take-along, and another set I bought later on in take-and-play, meaning that way I could have some more coaches for the, maybe just have a couple more coaches. Since for some stupid reason take-along they only made Annie Clarabelle and no other coaches. Hence the reason I made these, which technically I own like 2 sets of Annie Clarabelle and take-along. And in case you're wondering about that Henrietta I bought from the train show. Nope, not Henrietta. I meant to say take-along Annie from the train show. I'm making that into Victoria, and hopefully if I can find 3 more of these coaches, I will probably turn them into the old coaches. So here's one of them. These little parts here were done with clay. And how I got rid of the noses is basically I just took a file and just shaved them down. And then I just had to like repaint, put some putty over it, and then just repaint it. Like, and here's another one of these coaches. Basically I just had to, also I covered up the windows using a little bit of clay on these ones. The reason I didn't cover the windows up on this one is because, like, I know there are windows on the backs, and that's what, like, I was trying to replicate. Yeah, I did post these on Facebook. Which, also, guys, in case you don't know, I have a Facebook, Instagram, Google+, and a Twitter. So, yeah, kind of just wanted to let you guys know about my other social medias. Yeah, also, one other thing is that thing I made is this little take-along car, like this flatbed. The reason I made it because, like, this came with, like, the Rusty and the boulder set, like the little boulder mountain set that was in Take and Play. There was, like, I had a little clay thing mainly just to make an engine. It just kind of stuck on there over time. Just, I could not get it off. Like, it was all white. It's like I couldn't get rid of it. is like was stuck on there permanently, so I decided just to repaint it. Make it look like a flatbed from the show. Which, even though I don't collect take-alongs, I just made these for like someone else in the take-along community. Mainly if they want them. So, yeah. Also, the only other take-alongs I'll probably get are probably the Metallic Oliver, along with like the Target and Walmart cabooses. Mainly because I do like both Walmart and Target. And hopefully I can get those two soon. Well, those two, I like the take-along Metallic Oliver, along with like the Walmart and Target cabooses, which those are the only 3 take-along items I'm after. Oh yeah, also, now onto like my Adventures customs. So, they are. Let's first start off with these 3 trucks. One of these cars was from the Diamond Run set, which came with Rosie, Ashima, and Gina. Another one of these cars basically came with the Percy and that little robot thing in those mailbags. And another one came with that Pirate Diesel, which I do plan to get like 5 more of those Pirate Diesels. Mainly because I want the little cannons to use at Allstep Castle. Like for, like, dressing, because, mainly because at Allstep Castle, they probably would have had cannons, because back then it would have been, like, in medieval times with, like, kings and queens, knights, and all that stuff. So, hopefully I can get a few more of those in the future. Next is Luke and Gator, which these 2 I gave red buffer beams to. Mainly because they were missing them when they came out of the factory, and I wanted to mix that problem. Also with Luke, I do plan to paint in the windows and the little lamp. On him. Gator, which I really like Gator as a Thomas character. Like, design is cool. But the only problem with Gator, which I mentioned this in my Adventures Gator review, and it also the take and play and win them all suffer from it. It's not actually a problem. It's more of a nitpick. The problem, in case you're wondering, is basically he has 2 sets of 4 wheels instead of 2 sets of 6 wheels, which hopefully if I can do is get like I might use this Gator, like use the chassis and mainly make him into D7-101. And the face I'll probably do is just like use it for my updated Gator. Like, I was gonna build the Gator by from scratch. I was gonna use to set up like some old bogies to mainly make Gator, give Gator his proper 6-wheel configuration. Like it's 0660 configured, like his 2 sets of 6-wheel, like a couple of those cheapy off-brand trains will be used. So, well, I might use this Gator for the face for that custom, or I might just buy another Adventures or Take and Play Gator, because they're just the exact same thing. And also, Take and Play before it's change over to Adventures, the magnets, good lord, like they stuck out. Like, they did not look good at all. Like, they were like wind railway style magnets, and they were just like shoved out. Like, if you own them, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm so thankful they went with these smaller couplings. Even though they aren't magnetic, they still look pretty good in size, and they aren't too distracting. Yeah. Also, here's my Theo custom. This Theo, I gave him a front coupling on the front. The coupling came from Frankie, meaning because I am dismembering the Frankie to make my Wind Railway Frankie custom. And after me, just with the Frankie, which the body, I'll probably just make a random background diesel out of the remains. And I do have a spare set of Adventures couplers for my Raw laying around. I might put those on it. Well, one of them on it, mainly just to give back mainly just to add a new coupler to it. The only reason I went with the Frankie coupler, mainly because I just went with the close thing that was close to me, and the glue I used to hold this on is some sort of jeweler's glue, which this glue is very strong. You guys are wondering how strong it is? Let me just stick Gator, Luke, and these cars on. See, the glue is very strong. So if you ever want to give your Theo a front coupler, just take one off of some like random engine, like buy another engine to use the coupler from, and just buy some of that jeweler's glue. Like, I might show what kind of glue I use. And just do it. I had to do a bit of cutting, mainly just so you could see Theo's face. Like, I had to trim a little off. Like, you can trim a little bit of it off, like I kind of wanted something that would actually line up with the trucks. So, yep, that was my custom all showcase. Mainly just showing off those two vans, the coaches, the trucks, and the wartime, the engine that, basically just all the things I've updated / repainted. So, yep, so this is Furfuse Loco signing off.